Так, я хочу тут одно место посетить. Одно место посетить. А где это место-то? Вот это, наверное. Там есть норды, которых риклинги выгнали, и можно помочь или риклингам перебить нордов, по-моему, или наоборот, нордам перебить риклингов. Вот да, ну-ка.
Sorry, friend. I can't make anything for you down here. I'll need to get back to my forge.
Glad to not be working on that ugly thing anymore. Finally getting some sleep. My hands weren't made for building things. Thanks for getting us off that project up there. Do you know of the skull? A long time ago, a man named Hrothmund left the skull to form his own tradition. Warriors in the wild, living like the Nords of old. They would hunt, they would fight, and the mightiest among them would rise up as leader. But those days are behind us now. We brought ourselves out here, along with our shame. We used to be proud warriors of Thirsk Mead Hall, there, up on the hill. But we let that sweet life get the better of us. We grew soft and... Reeklings. Those filthy vermin. They came in numbers. Waves of the things. One at a time. They're pests. But with this many. And so here we are, out of our home.
Так, кто мне даст задание-то прогнать их, чертовой матери? Ну-ка.
Have you been by Thirsk? Have you seen...
not hard on himself.
there any of the mead left?
Not everything is as dire as you make it out to be.
Until
Not
next
everything
time.
is as happy as you do.
Thanks for taking that thing down. We're supposed to be warriors, not crafters. Good to finally be getting some sleep at night. Things are bad enough without everyone around here looking death-eyed too. What's going on here is that we've been kicked out of our home. The mead hall, up there on the hill. Some Reeklings have taken it over. With tenacity and numbers. It didn't help that we'd grown a little too comfortable up there. Too much mead, too many stories, too few battles. Are you offering to help? Some new blood should be enough to rouse these layabouts to actually fight again. Well, let's move then.
Стоп. Не, и это подумать, что я в предыдущей игре, когда играл там несколько лет назад, за риклингов сыграл. Это же надо вообще. Ну как я мог... Так, пока они тут... Где этот холл-то? Ну-ка. А их надо было мне пойти самому их всех перебить, к чертовой матери. Подвергаю опасности людей.
Where'd you come from?
А, это и так было. Это Сирана его оживила. Так, что теперь? Вовнутрь?
Where'd you come from?
что, еще живые-то есть риклинги?
That was almost exhilarating. How are you feeling?
Да мне-то
Good
что?
to hear. In fact, that's just the spirit I'll need from my second. Do you want to come with me? My second. If we're going to take up residence here again, I need to get the blessing of Rothmund again. I'll need a witness and, well, you see the kind of horker brains I deal with around here. What do you say? Well, let's not waste time talking about it then.
Так, мне только надо проверить это. Не понял, что она говорит про какой-то My Second, если честно. Так, мне главное этих, хотел сказать, гражданских, они, правда, не гражданские. Никого не убили, надеюсь, только риклинги дохлые. Ну-ка. Все нормально вроде. Так, тогда я засейвлюсь. Так, что она от меня хочет? Кто такой буйолт? Ну ладно. Так, а куда идти? Вот сюда. Ну так я это полечу тогда, ну транспортируюсь. Чего тут бегать-то через всю карту?
Are you ready to go inside? The burial place of Rothmund, who founded Thirsk. He brought a group of true warriors away from the soft life of the Skal to know the wilderness, to feel the sting of cold and of steel. I know that sounds a little silly. It's just the way it's written in the books, and that phrase has always stuck with me. It's pretty simple. Rothmund's axe is in there with him. Anyone who attempts to take hold of it has their spirit judged by Rothmund himself. No, nothing like that. He doesn't need to battle us to know us. He's always watched over Thirsk and sees us from beyond. And in my case, since he's already deemed me worthy, it will just be a matter of him remembering why he blessed me before. Really, all you need to do is watch. Let's not waste any time then.
Да, вот так ли все это будет на самом деле? Что-то у меня зародились сомнения, что все будет просто. Ой, грибочки. Золотишко. Нифига себе. А чё это у вас тут все в воде? А вот уже и не...
Wow, this is gorgeous. I'm glad you're here with me.
И огонь зажегся. Чудеса, чудеса ты. Ну круто, чё, дальше-то что?
There it is. So I just need to take hold of it.
Ну,
You seek my blessing for the leadership of Thirsk Hall?
I do. It is I, Bujold. You blessed me in the past, and now I've rid the Hall of Rieklings and returned it to its rightful owners.
And well it is that this has happened. But I have always watched, and know that it was your softness that led to your own exile. You allowed your fellow warriors to grow weak, while the dangers around you mounted.
Да.
Then, the leadership is not mine?
No, nor is there any among you fit to serve. For a band in the wilderness, it is better to have no leader than a poor one.
Вот так-то.
That was a little embarrassing.
Но неловко как-то получилось.
Ashamed. But I guess that was the point. I need to return to Thirsk. No matter what Rothman says, we need a leader. And I'm still the best person for that. Look what's happened to us so far under his watchful eye. He gave his blessing to all the leaders who brought us to this point. Anyway, he's dead and we're alive. It's time to begin a new tradition for Thirsk, and I'm going to do that. All I need is for you to back me up. You don't even need to lie. Just don't tell anyone else what you heard here. Good. See that you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a hall to lead.
Так, закончено. А это взять нельзя, что ли? А законченные задания-то что, не появилось? Ха.
We have enough problems around here without having to build that blasted thing outside. Thanks.
Мне даже интересно, что будет, если я сейчас вернусь туда. Как-то странно тут все происходит, непонятно. Ну ладно. Так, здесь, кстати, ничего нет новенького. Так, где это место-то? Вот оно.
But Jolt says you served well. Before we were married, I was her second on the first trip to the Barrow. Rothman knows strength, in this world and the next. Yes, I remember how I felt being there with her the first time, before we were wed. I hope to see you more around the hall, friend.
А что было бы, если бы я сказал правду? Ну-ка. Тьфу ты, елки, надо было засейвиться в нужном месте, но ничего.
But Jolt says you served well. Before we were married, Rothman knows strength. In this
Так, ну
world
если
and
я
the
это
next.
выберу вариант, что будет?
I don't think you know how dangerous it is to say what you've just said. This is a serious accusation. I'm sure Bajolde can straighten it out for us. Bajolde, your second claims that Rothman did not yield a blessing to you. Is that true?
My second would do well to keep her mouth shut.
So, you don't deny this?
Kuvar, listen to me. You said yourself that this place had lost sight of its past. We need a new tradition to move us forward. Instead of listening to a ghost in a tomb, we should steer our own destinies.
Your words carry some wisdom. But if you truly believed in the spirit of Thirsk, you would have spoken them honestly. Instead, you hid your shame.
Kuvar,
I can't even look at you right now. Get out of here. Run to the wilds.
Kuvar, I'm your wife. You can't.
And so I feel your shame all the more deeply. When it's time, we will seek you out. Until then, go and attempt to earn your honor in the old ways.
Yes?
Ну, что это мне не нравится, я ее не хочу обижать. Зачем? Ну, соврала, и что? Мы все врем. Я вот каждый день вру. О чем я каждый день? Кому главное, господи? Кому я вру-то каждый день? Никого же нет.
But Jolt says you served well. Before we were married, I was her second on the first trip to the barrow.
Да. Все нормально, все прошло хорошо, да.
In this world, yes. I remember how I felt being there with her the first time.
Так, а что-нибудь тут мне какие-нибудь эти...
I hope to see you more around the hall, friend.
I lead those who will follow, and most of these are the following sort. So yes, I think we'll be all right. I don't think we need that old ghost anymore. Whoever leads us next can go plead with him if they want to, but I'd rather make a tradition of my own. Rothmund was a great man, but he wasn't a god or a paragon. We're alive, he's not, and we look to ourselves for strength.
Ну и так лучше, да, вот все хорошо. Никого не надо в Вайлд выгонять.
Glad to be back.
Ну-ка.
Glad to be back.
Ну а...
You ever tried hunting with no sleep under you? It wasn't pretty. Now I can rest properly. It should all be going
Most
better.
of the old brew is still good, but I had
To tell you the
get rid of
truth,
some of the
I've
new
been a little distracted. I've got this idea. I want to make a reminder, so we never forget what happened the last time we got soft. I want to ring the whole hall with their little spears, mocking us from the past, making us work harder, fight better. The only problem is, I'm gonna need a lot of spears. A lot. So if you could find a bunch of them for me, that would make it easier.
See ya.
50 спирс, нифига себе. Ну все, квест какой-то.
Make
Так.
it quick.
You planning
Won't
on
be here
sticking
much
around
longer.
for a while? Think about ways to make yourself useful. We're gonna rebuild, the hall and ourselves, in some form or another. Now that we're back where we belong, I'm hoping we can get ourselves back to what Thirsk deserves. We're colder than the snow
Так,
and
ну
harder
ладно,
than
что у
steel.
вас?
We
There's a
wrap
lot of work
ourselves
to
in
do
both
still,
to remind
getting
us
this
of the
place
world
back up
we
and running.
face.
Enough for
Until
now.
next time.
But I'll either need to get some more barrels or start importing more if we're going to make it
There are
through
more
next winter.
important things than mead,
Last thing you
Elvis.
want is the mead to run
I'm
out just
sorry.
as the fire
The
dies.
mead. It is good. Don't push, son.
Kuvar isn't enough to frighten me off. He makes a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, he wants what we all want. Peace and a warm drink. Farewell.
Are we off on the hunt again soon?
Стоп, а его так
Calm
вообще
yourself,
разве
Theo.
звали в
There's
начале?
plenty of time for that. Soul's time isn't going anywhere. Don't worry about Kuvar. Just be patient and enjoy
Make
the
it quick.
between
I
packs.
won't be here
Can't
much
talk
longer.
too much, I'm afraid.
Glad to have a warm place to sleep myself. You already know all that I know.
Ну, естественно.
Mm-hmm.
Так, а ты кто?
Yes? Need something?
I'm proud of you, Hilland. You've held up well.
Thanks to you. You've taught me a lot.
А, конец эпизода.
Don't get too comfortable.
Are we hunting soon?
We are if I have anything to say about it.